she asked me, what do you like to eat tonight? I said, well, because you asked me, I really would like to eat pasta e patate. Pasta e patate? I don't like pasta e patate. That's all you make me cook, pasta e patate?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't make you ask me, and I'm telling you what I like. I'm not telling you gotta cook it.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. You asked me what I like, I told you.
You know what, Patsy? You always want to be right.
There she goes. There is a right that is right,
Yeah,
and the right that
to
is
you
wrong.
it's right.
And her right is wrong.
I mean, she did ask him and he just answered.
One ear and out the other, just like your father. If I don't do this, you won't hear me. You hear what you want to. Is this registering? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Is anyone home? Can you hear me?
Okay, first off, this has to be a prank or a skit, but let's just say it isn't for a second. What she's doing seems to be too extreme to do in public, but what the hell did he do that warranted that reaction?
I miss you. When are you gonna come see me again?
Who the f was that?
That was my cousin. You remember you met her?
You don't have no girl cousins. You have boy cousins only. Who the f is that bitch? You only have boy cousins. You want to get up. You want to get up. When are you going to come see me again?
You haven't met her. It was my cousin.
You want to get up?
No, bro.
You only have boy cousins.
Babe, it was my cousin. You haven't met her
You're
yet.
lying.
I told
You
you.
have no girl cousins. You want to get up?
No, babe.
You want to get up?
No, babe. What are you doing? Oh, that. No, she's coming to my side. Oh.
This is a recipe for disaster. First off, why even do something like this? You know, even if it's just a prank, for those few seconds, your partner will feel the mistrust and hurt that comes with something like that being revealed. And even after you reveal that it's a prank, that feeling doesn't just immediately go away. And she seems pretty tough, so this dude was asking for it.
I cheated on my husband of 14 years and lost him forever. This is long, but it's something I need to get off my chest. My husband, 36 male, and I, 36 female, have been together for 16 years and married for 14. We have 2 daughters who are 13 and 12. About 3 months ago, I cheated on him with my coworker once, and I immediately regretted it. To be honest, I still haven't figured out the real reason why I cheated. On the surface. The reason would be that my husband was too caught up with work for a couple of months, and I felt neglected and unappreciated at times. I know that this isn't the real reason, so I'm trying to figure it out through individual counseling. I only cheated on him that one time and immediately told him the next day because I couldn't bottle up my guilt and shame. He was shocked at first, but then went on to call me the most horrid names. I deserved it. I deserved it a lot more than that. I don't even know how it got to the point of me sleeping with my coworker. It started with innocent flirting, and before I knew it, I made the worst mistake of my life by sleeping with him. I wish I'd gotten hit by a car the day before sleeping with him. I cut off all contact with my coworker and gave up my phone to my husband. I wanted to reassure him that I was willing to make this work on his terms. Whatever they were, as long as he would give me another chance. Even though in my heart I knew that I wanted another chance to prove myself, I told him that I would understand if he went through with a divorce.
You know, it sucks that she only realized she wanted to prove all this to him after the fact, after cheating. It's a big ask at that point, man.
Anyways, I told my husband that I would do anything to regain his trust and express my sorrow and regret for having hurt him so much. My husband has always been the type of guy to give a person only one chance. Even in his friendships, if the trust had been broken, he wouldn't give the other person another chance. He said that he wanted a divorce, but then the whole quarantine thing happened and he stayed in the house for about 2 months and didn't proceed with the divorce. For the first month, he treated me very coldly, and the only time we talked was when it had to do with our daughters. I slept on the couch and tried to give him as much space as he needed, and only reminded him from time to time that if he ever wanted to work things out, I'd be more than willing to, and would be completely devoted to the process of him working things out. He even said some spiteful things during that month and distanced himself from me completely. During the second month, there was a change as he began talking to me again. We talked about the daily stuff and even watched movies together with the girls as a family. I felt like he wanted to try reconciling, and I was so happy. I was thrilled that there might be some chance to save my family, to save us. Eventually, through the next couple of days, I could sense us becoming friends all over again. He even invited me to sleep on the bed again. Oh, Jesus Christ. A betrayed spouse sent this story to me and told me that it was a proper atonement, okay? So bear with me.
Oh no, I hope he isn't giving into it. I mean, I'm not gonna judge, but buddy, come on, have some self-respect.
A couple of weeks passed by, and we were getting along even better than ever. We were spending time as a family again and had gotten closer with each other as well. I felt really good about the way things were going, but I wish I'd suggested marriage counseling. I just didn't want to pressure him and have him think that I wanted to sweep this situation under the rug, or I was trying to influence him to not divorce me. One night we were drinking a bit, just talking in the bedroom, and I felt a genuine connection rebuilding. It felt like we were falling for each other all over again, and it made me so happy. This is the part I regret now. I decided to make a move on him and straddled him while we were laughing at a joke. We looked each other in the eyes so naturally. I began making out with him. It honestly felt like we were 20 all over again. He kissed me back as well, but after a while, he just started crying. He told me to stop and said that he couldn't. I felt so awful because I felt like he wanted to, but didn't at the same time. It broke my heart directly to see how badly my stupid decision had hurt him. I told him that I was sorry and we went to sleep. The reason I say I regret doing this is because I feel like this moment pushed him away forever. 2 days later, he informed me that he wanted to go through with the divorce. He said that he just doesn't think he could make it work even after trying for the last 2 months.
Hindsight is 20/20, folks. Many people don't realize what they have till they lose it. And in her case, well, she lost it and it was entirely on her. There are so many things that you can do instead of resorting to cheating. Hell, just talk about it first maybe, because she was feeling like she was starved for attention. But yeah, main point, don't be stupid, don't cheat. You have no idea what you'll be doing to the person just for some quick fun.
I remember vividly the day that she broke my heart. She didn't answer for about 8 hours. I was like, yo, f it, I don't care, I don't give a f. I don't want to be with her. 3 days prior, I told Jake I don't even want to be in a relationship. I get home, I'm by myself, I get a text message, basically ending it. The moment I saw that text message, my heart dropped. I go into survival mode of, let me try to save this relationship because I really love this girl. I have a college basketball game the next day in Manhattan, and I jump in the car and I call her. She answers and we're talking. And I don't think she knows that I'm in the car, and I'm trying to figure out why she's feeling this way, why she's trying to end it. I get onto the Throgs Neck Bridge. I tell her, yo, I'm 30 minutes away. She lives in Jersey. She basically says, don't come. I don't think it's a good idea for you to come tonight. I don't want to see you. Text me when you get home. And at that moment, I hung up the phone, called Jake. I was crying as I was talking to him, went home, went to sleep. Couldn't sleep that night. Probably slept about 2 hours. Got a college basketball game the next day. I wake up, and you know the moment that you wake up from feeling some type of trauma, it's the first thing that hits you because now you snap back to reality. I get on the bus to go to my college basketball game, and we're there early, so we're sitting on the bus 45 minutes early. I keep telling myself, don't text her, don't text her, don't text her. And I have no self-control or no self-discipline, and I send her a text, simping. And now I get into layup lines and workouts for a college basketball game, the sport that I dedicated my life to, that I can't even focus on because a girl just broke my heart. I don't even put my warm-up on. I sit there. I don't do any workouts, any warm-ups, nothing. I sit there with a blue t-shirt on, and I go back to the locker room 5-6 times during warm-ups, checking my phone to see if she answered my text message.
That's the sad part, eh? When you go through heartbreak, it feels like your whole life is stopped, but the reality is that the world still keeps moving, and in many cases, you will need to move with it. Otherwise, you'll be left behind.
My coach is in there writing on the whiteboard of the game plan of what we should do to win this game today, and I keep going and checking my phone, and I don't even have a sweat on my body. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just gotta check something. And internally, I can't even think about basketball right now. The only thing I want to do is see a text message with her name on my phone screen. She never texted me. And I play the basketball game. They're scouting me, and they're all in my face guarding me 94 feet the entire game, and a kid is nose to nose with me, picking me up 94 feet, and I headbutted him in his face, and he fell to the floor, and they called a foul, and he got up, and he got in my face, and I said, yo, I'm not the one, not today. Not today. It's the wrong day. I had a terrible game because I wasn't there mentally. We lost the game. I got changed, and I got out the locker room as fast as I could, and I got to the elevator to get to the bus. And the one kid on the team that we didn't really get along, we never did, he looked at me, and I had tears in my eyes. And he's like, yo, what's going on? And at that point, I had nothing left to hide. I said, yo, my girl broke up with me. And he said, what happened? You cheated? I said, nah. He said, what happened? She cheated? I said, nah. I said, she just, I guess she just outgrew me. I had no idea what was going to happen. And I sat in the elevator with me and him, the one kid. We beefed every day in practice, about to fight. We didn't like each other, but we always kind of respected each other. I cried. Just me and him in that elevator after a college basketball game, and I was sitting there with tears in my eyes. The next 6 months after that was terror. I sat in I did Uber and I did DoorDash every day because I just wanted to be with someone. I wanted to get out of my room, that all the memories were in my room of me and her. I tried and tried, and I would have took her back, and she never came back.
Not all relationships end in a cheating scandal or some big fight. The reality is that sometimes people just outgrow each other, and that's okay. It's better to cut your losses and move on and do other things and meet other people, and rather than just to stay with someone you're outgrowing and eventually lead to both of you resenting each other.
It does not matter. Just tell me something that sounds good. I don't care what it is. I'm not asking what I want. What do you want? No, I don't care. I don't know. You're not hanging. Tell me what you want now. Well, let's look.
The age-old question, where do you want to eat, babe? We all probably face it. The dilemma will be here till the end of days. Now, easy solution, segment how you ask. Ask her what hunger level she's on. Does she want something light, something heavy, something medium? And then, once you get that, ask her what type of flavor profile she wants. Spicy, savory, what she's in the mood for. This will help you narrow things down to better find a spot that she might like. Then once you've gotten to a few spots over time, make a list to keep track of these places, the ones that she likes, the ones that she doesn't like too much, the ones that are open late at night, for those late night cravings. It seems tedious to keep a list, I know, but it will help in the long run, and you will be glad you kept a list. Trust me.
All right, y'all. I'm getting Bailey right now. What's fucked up is y'all always think it's me, gang. We was supposed to go get some food. She just got out the car and start walking. So I'm finna try to get her back in the car so we could go home, gang. I don't even want no food no more. Like, I'm straight. Y'all, look at this. Like, just look at this shit, y'all. She just be trying and doing stuff, dog. I don't understand. Oh, can you get in the car? Bailey. Can you get in the car?
No.
Bro, I'm not finna keep following you all around, gang. Come on. Bailey.
Go ahead.
Get in the car, bro.
Leave me alone.
Y'all see what I gotta deal with, gang. Like, look, where is she going? She don't even have nowhere to go.
Okay, what she's doing does seem petty and extreme, yes, but what he's leaving out is what he did to make her want to do that in the first place. I think it's a bit manipulative to post only that bit and not show or explain what led to that in the first place. Sure, again, what she's doing does seem pretty unnecessary, but him leaving out what he did and posting this online for everyone to see is also very petty and manipulative. So, give and take. Going to bed mad is not worth it. This way the anger calms down, you'll be more level-headed, you'll be more inclined to come up with a better resolution and think of something the next day that you wouldn't have the day before after fighting and going to bed mad. Okay, this is definitely a skit, but some people are actually this crazy sometimes. So, if you get hints of this from your partner, do what this guy did. Do not engage, just close the door and run. Okay, that is all that we have for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.